I've been loving a good cup of tea at the minute. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a really nice day today. If you're new around here, my name's Allarnah. Welcome to my channel. And for today's video, I'm going to be doing a full face of products that I want to empty. So I'm basically going to be using my Project Pan makeup, which is all in this bag here. I'm just going to be using all that makeup today and showing you guys kind of my favourite go-to look whilst using these products. For the time being, I'm going to keep my hair like this, but it is starting to irritate me already and I feel like I need to put my headband in to keep my hair out of my face. But let's just get into the video. So I've already done my skincare, so I just need to jump straight into primers and then going in and doing my makeup. Also, sorry, but I don't know whether this is just me, I have completely clean makeup brushes today. I cleaned them the other day, they're dry now, and I don't think there's anything better than using clean makeup brushes. Just correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong there. So the primer that I'm trying to use up is obviously the NYX Bear With Me Jelly Primer, and I actually really enjoy this primer, so yeah, I would like to use it up before it does go off. So I have got nails on, so I kind of have to pick it up with my nail, which isn't kind of ideal because sometimes I don't get enough product and then I go in again and then I have too much product, so first world problems, you know. So I just kind of put it onto my hands and then rub it in and then just go to town. I love this primer because it feels like it really helps to keep my skin hydrated, but it also leaves my skin feeling a little bit tacky too, which is really nice. And I don't see very many people talking about this product. The only person I've ever seen mention this product is Hannah Renee. But other than that, I don't really see anyone talking about it, which I think is a shame because I think it's actually a really good primer. Like, I see people talk about other NYX primers and I just don't get it. But like this primer, I get it. It's actually a really good primer. So I think I might have applied a little bit too much, but I always leave my primer to just kind of soak in a little bit anyway. So I'm just going to leave that soak in for a few minutes. Oh, I forgot to get an eyebrow brush. 1 second. It's the only problem when you clean your makeup brushes. Okay, so I went and got myself my brush. So the eyebrow product that I'm trying to use up is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. Now, this is too dark for me, like way too dark. But I don't want to waste it, and I've used it a lot. So like I don't want to give it to somebody either, because it's just like, I don't know, it just kind of weirds me out a little bit. So yeah, I'm just going to try and use this up. I always try and go in with a really light hand, but because it's so dark, it just always looks so dark. So this doesn't match my eyebrows by any means. I also suck at doing my eyebrows on camera because I don't know where to sit so like you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this looks crazy right now, but bear with me. Okay, so that is one brow done, and obviously super dark. But I'm just quickly going to go off camera and do the other eyebrow, because I actually find eyebrows pretty boring to watch when I watch YouTube videos. So yeah, I'm going to quickly do the other eyebrow, then I'll be back. Okay, so I did my eyebrows, and then, as always, my dad rang me. Someone always rings me when I'm filming, and I kind of went into aeroplane mode and I just did my eyebrow gel. So I've just been using the Control Freak, and I think this is pretty much empty, you know. I actually really struggled to get it on my eyebrows now, so I think this will probably be done in about a week, which is really exciting. Also, we're not going to talk about my hair. It was really bothering me, so I thought if I just quickly put it up whilst I do my foundation and stuff, then once all that stuff is done, I can put it back to looking cute, you know. So obviously I've been using the Revolution Matte Base foundation, and I don't hate it, to be honest. It's not a bad foundation, I just don't love it anymore, and I'm gonna try and take it on a brush this time, just to kind of thin it out a bit. I feel like it's quite heavy. I don't know what it is, like maybe the foundations I've been using recently are a bit more light and that's why it feels so heavy to me. But I'm just going to try and take it on a brush first. This might not work because I've not used it on a brush before. Well, as of recent anyway. Also, I'm coming out in a load of spots and like quite nasty looking spots as well at the minute, and I don't know why. I think it's the night cream I've been using. So I've started not putting night cream on at the minute, like not putting any on at all. And if these spots clear up, then I know that it is the night cream and I'm not going to use it anymore, which is actually such a shame because it's so close to being emptied that I kind of wanted to empty it completely. But if it's going to give me spots, like, it's doing more damage to my skin than good, so what's the point? Not sure if I like this brush for this particular foundation. I haven't filmed now for like, I think a full week now I haven't filmed for. So I'm kind of feeling a little bit like out of sync. I've not missed any uploads or anything because like I managed to get quite a lot of videos recorded. So once I got like quite a few recorded, I thought, just so I don't get burnt out, I'm going to give myself like a bit of a break. So I took like a week off and now I'm filming again and I just feel a little bit weird. What is your guys' favourite technique for applying foundation? Is it a sponge / like beauty blender type application, or are you more of a brush person? Because I feel like I'm much more of a beauty blender kind of person. I don't use the beauty blender sponge, I use my Real Techniques one, although I think they've changed the formula. That sounds so weird because it's a sponge, but this feels so much like nowhere near as soft as it used to. Because this is a newer sponge. I'm just going to take a little bit on my sponge for my neck because I feel like I kind of ran out of product around my neck. Yeah, I feel like this is like definitely a different sponge to what I'm used to. I need to stop talking when I apply this to my neck like this because then I end up talking like this. I think another reason why I'm not the biggest fan of this foundation is because it's definitely more of a pinky shade on me. I have quite a yellow undertoned skin and I didn't realise that until I started buying, like, when I first started buying makeup I always brought like the palest shade foundation because they're usually the right shade match to me, or colour match, like paleness match. Then I watched Soph, and Soph Does Life, and she has a very, very similar skin tone to me, and she said that she doesn't go for the paler shade, she goes for the shade up, which is usually the more yellow toned pale shade. So I tried that and that's how I realised I definitely don't have a pink undertone, I have a yellowish undertone to my skin. Okay, so that's definitely shaded out quite a lot actually. I feel like I might need a little bit more coverage in a few areas, so I'm just going to apply a little bit more on the sponge again. I'm just going to apply it to the areas where I feel like I do need that little bit more coverage because, like I said, I am having a problem with breakouts at the minute. This foundation is so close to being finished. I have to squeeze it all the way down to get any out. Like, I don't have like a ton of spots. I just have spots in areas I don't usually get spots, which is why I think it's something like my skincare that I'm using that's causing it. And I think it's the night cream I'm using. Or at least I hope it's a night cream, because if it's the day cream I've been using, I actually really enjoy using it. Oh my god, my dad's ringing me again. I'm just going to blend this in and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about that. My dad keeps ringing me about, because my MOT is due for my car and he books it for me because I've got no idea what I'm doing. So I kind of have to answer. But yeah, that's the foundation done. So now I'm going to move on to my Quickie Contour Stick that I'm starting to see a bit of a dip in, which is quite exciting because I'm not one to cream bronze, if I'm being honest. And to be honest, I don't think I like bronzer that much anymore, which is crazy because, like, I used to love bronzer. And I think the only place I really like having bronzer is my forehead. I just much prefer only having blush on now. And I'm not sure if I like this brush for this bronzer. I don't usually use this brush. I just thought I'd try it. I much prefer the way my makeup looks when I only use blush. And then maybe like a little bit of bronzing here and there. I do like to push the bronzer into my hairline a little bit because I feel like it looks so obvious because it's such like a drastic change in colour tone. Do you know what I mean? So I do like to push it into my hairline a little bit, which I don't necessarily think you're supposed to do, but it works for me. So yeah, to say when I first started using this, it was pretty much full. I think I'd only ever used it like maybe 2 or 3 times. I have made quite a lot of progress on it so far, which is quite exciting, to be honest. So what I kind of like to do with my bronzer is I apply it slightly higher than it should be and then I still flick it upwards because I feel like the brush always drags it down a little bit anyway. That's why I start higher. But I don't think I'll use this brush for it next time. I don't feel like this brush is very good for this. I thought it would be because it's like a straight brush, quite dense. But yeah, I'm not loving it. And then any errors that I do have, I will just go back in with my foundation brush. Which is actually why I kind of wanted to use a brush for my foundation recently, because I just find it easier to correct my bronzer with the brush rather than a sponge. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. So now I'm just going to move on to concealer. And obviously the concealer I've been using is the L'Oreal Infallible More Than Concealer. I'm actually not the biggest fan of this concealer anymore, I've decided. I know quite a few people really like it, but I just think it's too heavy for me nowadays. And kind of too much coverage, which I never thought I would say, but I just don't think it suits with my eyes because I have quite creasy under eyes, and I feel like the more coverage you have, the more the concealer just kind of sits in those lines. I just realised that you guys probably saw absolutely none of that I just did. So basically the way I've been doing my concealer is applying way less, so I'm going to use a lot less product up, but basically I just do a little bit, like right there, and then I go in with a brush and I just kind of diffuse the product out. And then just because I don't like the way it looks when you blend it out with a brush, I will then go in with my finger, which is why I'm so glad I have shorter nails now. And then I just kind of blend it out with my finger. And then I still go in with a sponge just because I feel like a sponge just really melts product into the skin because it's wet. And it's also another way to just take excess product off, you know? Yeah, I feel like that looks really nice today, to be honest. So then I'm just going to do the same on my eyelid real quick. Nothing too interesting. Oop, that's probably too much, to be honest. So I'm just going to blend this in and then I'll be back to do powder. So now I'm ready for powder anyway, and the powder that I'm using is the RCMA powder. Sorry, I'm like looking for it. I'm just going to quickly set my under eyes first with like a light dusting. Just quickly going to go back in with a sponge and just dab out any creases that I may or may not have. And then I'm just going to take it on this brush here. And just kind of set under my eyes. I really want to get used to not using too much powder under my eyes, because I feel like that's half of the problem with why my under eyes look so like creased up a lot of the time. So I'm just kind of trying new techniques, you know. So I quite literally the past few days have been obsessed with watching Project Pan videos. Like genuinely obsessed. It's pretty much all I've wanted to watch. And I found a few people that like I personally like to watch. Not to discredit like other people, but obviously I feel like personality is a lot of what makes people stay in your videos, and I have found a few people that I have been really enjoying watching that do Project Pans, which is really nice, because before I watched Angelica's Project Pan and one other person who used to do Project Pans, but they don't do them anymore, and now I genuinely can't remember their channel, because their Project Pan videos used to pop up on my page or my YouTube page all the time, and I hadn't subscribed, or I don't know, I thought I was subscribed, maybe I got unsubscribed, I don't know, because I know YouTube has been doing that recently. But yeah, now I can't find their channel, and I genuinely cannot remember the name of their channel, which is really annoying. But anyway, I have finally found some new people to watch for Project Pans, because I was only watching Angelica because I can't find that other person, and they haven't been posting Project Pan videos, so they're not getting recommended to me anymore. But yeah, I have been obsessed with watching Project Pan videos, which kind of inspired me to film using my Project Pan makeup today. Because I don't think, on my channel, I don't think I've actually done that many actual makeup videos, just sitting down doing my makeup and chatting with you guys. Like, for a while, like I used to, when I first started my channel, that was kind of all I used to do. But now I've kind of found like other things I can do so that my channel is not solely completely makeup related, you know? Like, I love makeup, don't get me wrong, and I love makeup channels, but I do also love watching other stuff, and I like that my channel has a little bit of diversity in that respect. That brush, by the way, I really like that for my under eyes. So now I'm just going to go in with a bigger brush and set the rest of my face. Actually, I'm just going to quickly set around my eyebrows with this brush first, just because it's smaller. I have a bunch of new makeup I want to try. I did like a kind of mini unboxing on my Instagram. So if you're not following my Instagram, you wouldn't have seen it. My Instagram is always linked in the description, by the way. But yeah, I did it on my Instagram, so you guys will have already seen like what new products I got. But I'm so excited to try them. So I really want to use up some of these products so that I can start using the new products that I brought, or at least try them, because I'm trying not to use them yet. Oh shoot, that was a lot of powder. Yeah, I'm trying not to use them yet, just so that I don't then have more open products that are gonna expire before I get the chance to use them all. So yeah, I'm waiting patiently for the time being. I don't know if I'll be able to wait like too long, because I am quite an impulsive person, and like when I have new products I just get excited and I really want to try them. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to wait ages and ages, but like for the time being I'm okay. Like, I do really want to use them, but I'm also really excited about potentially emptying a few of these Project Pan products. And I'm now not buying any more like new makeup products. The only thing I do kind of want to buy is the Hourglass, is it a skin veil? I can't remember what they're called. It's basically a powder for your face that kind of makes your skin look more alive, which I definitely want to try because I have to use a lot of powder. And I know people, well, I know Angelica uses it, and she has like the best skin I've ever seen. Like when she does her makeup and stuff, obviously she looks really nice without makeup as well. I'm not gonna dispute that, but obviously when she does her makeup, she uses a powder to set her face and then uses that powder on top to make her skin look like skin again, and I feel like I need to get on that hype. So yeah, I definitely want to try that powder. I'm actually really happy with my base today. So now I'm just going to go in with this setting spray. Usually I would use my Fenty What It Do just because I like the way that like melts the powders into my skin. But I really want to use this up because I don't really like the spray anymore, so I'm just going to use this. It's the Revolution Matte Fix. I should probably cover my eyelashes when I do that, to be honest, because you're not supposed to get like much on them other than like the eyelash cleanser. But oh well, they've lasted me so far. Okay, so now that my face is all set, I just actually ran downstairs and started cooking dinner because I didn't realise how late it was. So I am doing my makeup in the afternoon. I always do my makeup in the afternoon when Aurora's having like her nap, just because then she doesn't want to use all of my makeup. But yeah, now I'm going to move on to powder products. So I'm going to go with my bronzer. So this is the Collection Bronze Glow Matte Bronzer. I'm actually slowly starting to not like this bronzer anymore. I feel like it's just a bit too warm for me, and because I'm not the biggest fan of bronzer at the minute, I'm just not enjoying it as much as I used to. I really like it for when I'm tanned though, and I'm using a new brush today that I've not tried before. I got these for Christmas off my mum, I think. Yeah, I did. I got these for Christmas off my mum, so I thought I'd give them a go today. That actually blended that out really nicely. I've not tried these before. They're called Synergy brushes. I thought the G was a C. They're called Synergy brushes. I've not heard of the brand before, but I'm pretty sure these are vegan brushes as well, which is really nice because I'm not going to be getting rid of any of my brushes, but my makeup collection now is only going to be cruelty-free and vegan makeup products. I'm not going to just be binning the products that aren't cruelty-free. I'm going to use them up slowly but surely. But yeah, I won't be buying any more products that aren't cruelty-free. Same goes for brushes. Obviously, I'm not going to bin the brushes because I can still use them, and like it does the environment less good if I just bin them. Yeah, I'm going to obviously keep them and use them until they can't be washed anymore and the bristles all fall out. But yeah, I'm pretty sure these are vegan brushes. Okay, that looks quite nice. I don't know why I said feels. I might put just a little bit on my chin just to add a bit of colour in. I like to do this sometimes. I don't do it all the time. I feel like at the minute, whilst I'm trying to use up my bronzer and well, all the products in my project pan, I feel like I'm looking for new places to apply more products so I can use it up quicker. Oh, I forgot to get a nose contour brush. I'll just quickly go and get my nose contour brush. Honestly, I love cleaning my makeup brushes, but it just takes me a hot minute to get the brushes I like again, or like try new ones. Even like I just like having my makeup brushes in one pot, you know, because I have 4 pots of makeup brushes. So I have my eyeshadow brushes, and then I have my cream product brushes, so like foundation brushes and stuff like that. Then I have my powder brushes, which are more fluffy face brushes, and then I have my pot of everyday brushes, which I just find really, really handy to have all my brushes all in one place. So then when I come to do my makeup, when I've cleaned my makeup brushes, it's always a struggle the first time. I keep hearing banging outside and it's actually driving me nuts because there's nothing outside. It's like the wind knocking things over. I also keep holding this mirror way too close to my face where you guys just can't see, so editing me is gonna hate myself. I just know that for a fact. Now on to blush. So I'm going to be using my Milani Luminoso blush. I absolutely love this blush and I really have been enjoying using it in my project pan. And I'm definitely starting to notice like the dome flattening out a little bit, which is really fun. Oh shoot, that's a lot of product. Good job I like blush. I just usually like to build it up a bit, not kind of go straight in with a shit ton of product like that. I've kind of took it a little bit too far down than normal as well, but it's fine. I don't usually use this brush for blusher, so maybe it's because it's a little bit more densely packed bristles that it's applied that heavy. I mean, I really like a lot of blush anyway, so it's not the end of the world for me. I just usually prefer applying it little by little. And then recently I've been applying blush here and also here, just so that my highlighter has something to kind of blend into. And then also just a little tiny bit on my chin. Mostly for the sheen, because it's not as shimmery as a highlight, but it just adds like, it just makes my skin look a little bit more lifelike, because I have to use quite matte products and a lot of powder products. It's just a nice way to add a little bit of life back into my skin. So now that I've gone a little bit of OTT with the blush today, I'm just going to go over with my sponge. I usually do this anyway, but I think I'm going to take a little bit of extra time with it today. I love that blush, honestly. So now highlight, I'm going to be using the Mary Luminizer. Ooh, she's glowy today. Just using my blusher brush with no extra product, just to kind of blend the two into each other. Just so it doesn't look like a stripe on my face. Just to add like that extra pop of highlight, because I still absolutely love highlight. I know people are like kind of going off highlight now, but highlight is just one of them things I love to do. I'm just going to go in with my Ofra Glazed Donut, and literally I just do that because this highlight is so intense, and I just kind of tap it on the highest points and then kind of work it in like circular motions, just for that like extra bit of intensity, you know. And then same on the other side. This highlight is going to take me forever to use up because I'm just too scared to use it because it's so intense. Like, look, it's gorgeous, but just so intense. And then the one place I'm not too scared to put highlight is my Cupid's bow. I love putting highlight on my Cupid's bow. Super happy with my skin like makeup today, and then the powders have obviously applied really nicely on top, which is really nice. So now that I'm kind of finished with powder products, I'm just going to go in again and set my face with the Revolution Matte Fix Setting Spray. Just get my hair out of the way, just to kind of help marry all them powder products into each other. I always feel weird talking after I spray my setting spray and I just have my eyes shut. The reason I keep my eyes shut is because I don't want the setting spray to like build up in the folds in on my eyelid. So now that I have all of that finished, time to move on to eyeshadow. So because I have my eyelash extensions on, I don't really do too much on my eyes, to be honest. I prefer it to not be too intense on my eyes, but I am really trying to use up the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. I'm obviously not gonna finish every single shade in a month, like, let's be realistic, but I am really trying to make my way through them. I do try and do like a little bit of eyeshadow on my eyes, so I think I'm gonna go in with Burnt Orange because I've already used it a fair amount, and obviously I am trying to hit pan. So do I want to use a shimmer today? Nah. So I'm just going to use this all over my lid, I think. Just kind of pack that on. I'm going out tomorrow night with Kane and our friend Jamie, which I'm really excited about. We're going to like quite a fun place, so I was tempted to do like a tipsy get ready with me because I'm going to be drinking a little bit whilst getting ready, you know, just kind of getting in the mood to go out. And I've never really done one of them on my channel before because I'm not much of a drinker, truthfully. I don't drink very often. I don't go out drinking very often. It's just not really my vibe. I'm also like, I'm one of them people that doesn't need a drink to have a laugh, so kind of going out drinking is just not really my thing. Like, I will drink if like I'm at a party or something, or I do go out, but I'm never really one to just sit and drink, you know. It's just not really my cup of tea. But I am actually really excited to be going out, and having a little bit of a drink with my friends and obviously my partner, just because it's something a little bit different for us. I think it'll be fun. I really like this shade. I haven't used this shade in a while, and I think now I'll probably hit pan on this palette because I know I'm gonna go for this shade a lot, because I really flipping like it. Right, okay, so then I'm just gonna quickly run some of that on my lower lash line too. I am very hit and miss with whether or not I do lower lash eyeshadow. Yeah, I feel like that looks really pretty. And now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a little bit of this one, which is Golden Acre, I think. Ochre. Golden Ochre, and then Tempera, I think that is. So these two, I'm just going to kind of mix them together because I don't really want it to be too dark, but I like the tone of this one, and this one I'll obviously just lighten it up a little bit. So I'm just going to mix the two together. Yeah, that looks really pretty actually. I was going to do a bit of a wing liner, but I actually really like the way that my eyes are looking right now. So I think I'm just going to leave it at that. So now all I need to do is inner corner and brow bone highlight. So let me just quickly do that with my Ofra Glazed Donut. You guys know this is literally the best inner corner and brow bone highlight I've ever used. I literally don't use anything else. I'm just going to go in with my setting sprays. So I go in with my Matte Fix first, and then on top I go in with my What It Do, just to kind of add a bit of dew into my skin and make my skin look a little bit more lifelike. Just let that dry. And then once that's dry, I go in with the What It Do. I use a lot of setting spray, I've just realised. Like, when I sit down and do makeup, I obviously don't think, I just kind of do what works for me. And then when I sit and film, it's mostly when I edit, but like when I sit and film, I sometimes sit there and have like an epiphany, like, Jesus, you use a lot of setting spray. I could sit and spray this all day. I spray it quite close to my face just because the mist is so fine that I feel like it wouldn't reach my face if I didn't go really close to my face. So I don't have a lipstick or lip liner or anything in my project pan. So I'm just going to quickly go pick a lipstick, probably just apply that, and then I'll be back to do mascara. So I'll come back probably looking a little bit more bare, I can't speak. I'll probably come back looking a little less bare on my lips. Okay, so last part of my makeup routine is obviously mascara, and the mascara that I am trying to use up is the Thick and Fast Soap and Glory mascara, and I think this is pretty close to being used up, to be honest. It feels quite dry, not very much makeup comes off out of the tube, so I think this will be used up pretty soon. You also might hear my stomach rumble because I'm starving and I'm having a Sunday roast today, so I'm very excited because I make a very, very, very nice Sunday dinner, if I do say so myself. This is pretty much the end result. I do just need to quickly spoolie through my eyelashes. So where is my little spoolie? There. I love having my eyelashes done. It just makes doing makeup so easy. Apart from eyeshadow, it makes eyeshadow a little bit difficult because obviously you're limited to what you can do. But even just waking up in the morning, I just feel like really pretty and like put together when I have my eyelashes done. I thought I'd not pressed to record my audio then. Oh my god, I would have cried. Okay, so like I said, this is the finished look. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I really, really like the way my makeup turned out today. I obviously didn't give any sneak peeks to my project pan whilst filming this video. I think I gave a few here and there, but not like a load. That was mostly because this is like, it's been like a week since I filmed the project pan actual makeup products that like I was going to put in the project pan, and it's only been about a week when I'm filming this of using the product, so there's not like a ton of difference, but you won't see this video until like towards the end of the month. So that is why I haven't really gave much like sneak peeks. But if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section down below. Also leave a like, because that really helps me out with engagement and stuff as well. If you like seeing the makeup tutorials and stuff that I do on my channel, please let me know, because I do actually really enjoy doing makeup tutorials on my channel, and I love makeup, so I could sit and talk about makeup forever. And yeah, like I said, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!